focus your eyes right on this.
Ping pong, or, as the Chinese say, ping pong.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 11. That is 1-1 on this beautiful Friday of the Dirty Old Bastards What the Fuck Podcast, or the What WTF Cast, whatever you want to call it. We are your hosts. I'm Josh, 83 USMC, and I have with me tonight, as usual, Big Fuzzy Two Steel Balls. Say hello, Fuzzy Balls.
Hello there, Josh.
How are you?
Very well. Thanks for having me. And I'd like to welcome you to the podcast team of two. We are a small wolf pack, but we are a mighty wolf pack.
Well, I mean, I was forced to do it. I have a gun to my head and a big black rubber cock / dildo being pressed up against my other temple, so I had no choice.
Right, and I'm going to need that back as soon as possible, by the way.
That's no problem. I know your wife misses it.
Yeah. Oh, I bought her a spare. So.
Okay.
Well, hey.
Right foot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we call him Jerome. It's kind of uncomfortable, but
Jerome.
That's
Does he have a big, sexy, deep voice?
She has something recorded she plays when she uses it, but that's wow. Let's move on.
No, let's keep going. Let's get her on here now.
I already asked her, and maybe next time.
Okay.
But yeah, so I guess we can kind of attack the news here. I guess the biggest news is this podcast, the most important news, and that's welcoming Josh, USMC, Josh 83 USMC, to the team. And welcome aboard, dude. I know you're going to do a great job as the official host. You're it. So
well,
you're it.
I'll do my best not to let you down, like my first few girlfriends. You know.
Yeah, no premature exiting, please.
No, that's I wear underwear now. Prejaculation is a thing of the past.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And I'll try not to make a mess onto you. And that's why it's called a partnership.
The dirtier, the better.
Well, here we'll move along to the news here. And so, okay, the biggest news we already announced. The second biggest news is we now have 272 registered users in our clan.
Users is a good word for that, too, because it means we're all fucking addicted.
We have a problem.
We need 271 more people to help us, ease our addiction. There we go.
Yeah, we need, for our 272 registered users in our clan, we need about 271 sponsors.
There we go. It's not a 12-step program. It's like a 12-month program with us.
And we will have to encourage lots of masturbation.
Of course. And shared time within that as well.
Absolutely. And erotic asphyxiation.
Exactly. Dirty pictures, sexting, the whole nine.
Yeah. In fact, we should even have a sexting class. I don't even know what sexting is, to be honest, Josh.
Sexting is really fun. It's something that I'm using air quotes on the radio. But
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, what single people do when they meet somebody, and everybody, it's pretty slick, because you have to be pretty smooth about it. You can't just say, "Hi, hello, my name is Josh," and then send a picture of your dork to them. And kind of work your way into it, and then go, I kind of want to see what you look like. And then from a face shot, it goes from face to boobs within like the 3 seconds. So, sexting. Yeah, that's what it is in my opinion, at least.
And then Josh sends a picture of his Thor.
I dressed up the whole nine.
This is my Thor's hammer.
Mm-hmm. Watch it go from limp to hard and from hard to limp. It's magic.
Okay, stop doing that right now.
I will. I'll keep it under wraps.
All right. So let's move on along to Dirty Old Bastard Spotlight. Let's welcome some of our fullest members. Full member.
Full.
So we've got Killer Kate.
She's good with artsy stuff, by the way. If anybody wants anything done artsy-wise, Killer Kate's a pretty talented artiste. Just throwing that out there.
Cool. Graphic artist?
Well, no. Some of the work I've seen of hers just hand-drawn sketches, but it's pretty nice. She's a little 19-year-old, but it looks like she's been tagging on the streets for years.
Yeah. She's keeping it real.
She's keeping it trizzy.
Well, and then there's Nasty North.
Yeah.
All right. 21G Rams.
I think that's a play on orgasms. I don't know why. I just think it is.
21 Grasms?
That's what I see. I see orgasms. But I see that everywhere, so.
Free space guy.
There he is. He's free and he's spacey.
And I've already met this guy, the Roachman.
Really? What's he like?
He is terrified when the light turns on.
Is he hairy?
No, he's not. But he sure does like getting into dark crevices. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I do. I approve already.
Who else do we have lined up here?
Well, hold on. My computer went haywire on me. Hold on. Technical interlude. We have Bane Cannon.
Bane.
He's actually been online a lot and commenting on trial members. I don't know if these are full. I think these are still trial. Some of these have to be trial members because I know I personally haven't given them the cock stamp of approval. So
they haven't got the cock smack yet?
No, they haven't. They haven't lined up and submitted to my authority. So we'll have to see about that. But anyways, yeah. Bane Cannon's a good guy. I've seen him online a ton. Busta Loki or Busta Kaki or Bukaki, who knows?
Mm-hmm. No, not Bukaki. Oof.
Elite Snipe 178 or 187. I don't know if that's a typo. I think it's 187.
It's 187 on a motherfucking cop, dude.
I think that's like the suburban code. I think that means you're imminent. For us white boys from the Midwest. 187.
Or a white guy in South LA trying to think it's 187.
Yeah. Have you seen Die Hard too?
Yeah.
And then we got Sunny Dog 2007 or 2007. Don't know how he wants to be called, but Sunny Dog, there you go. I think Sun Dog will like that since that might be some confusion with that.
Absolutely. It's probably his offspring. He doesn't even realize it.
Hell, he's probably Sun Dog actually. He's British, so he has like 8 personalities. He has to,
And 5 of them are sexually hidden in a closet.
Yeah, 5 of them are variants of gay German people. It's how the Brits rock. So, all right, then we got Red Striker. He must be. He's a communist. Let's project him. He's a commie. Let's move on.
Moving on to Little Boy.
What move on? What a nice next step. Little Boy 26. He's a BF3 guy. I've seen him online a bunch as well. Hardcore Vibes. He is sending me hardcore right now.
Ooh.
I don't know. I mean, 70s porn is great and all, but this is just inappropriate.
I do like the censored, safe for work porn that you linked on my website, on my wall, whatever it's called.
Anybody that busts loads of Skittles on women's mouths, I mean, that is just pure comic gold. So
I just can't get. I close my eyes at night and I see that guy eating the corn, and I about piss myself. So.
Oh yeah. I sent that through. I sent that in an email. Because it even says it. Work safe porn. Yeah. So I emailed it to my work email and sent it around, and I got into so much trouble. So. Don't send that to your work. Have uptight Republicans that work for you or that work with you, I should say. All right, so who we got next, Two Steel?
We have got Baby Decapitator.
Baby Decapitator. He or she must be completely insane.
I think we talked about Baby Decapitator last meeting, and. Well, I don't know, man. I want to meet this person. I want to see where this came from. Mm-hmm. I'm a little disturbed.
Something tells me he's probably like a preschool teacher.
He's probably some like special ed teacher that's
that has some major issues.
It's got some issues, and he just needs somebody to reach out and help him.
And thank God he has the summers off.
Oh my gosh, to plan for the next semester.
Exactly. Of debauchery and decapitation of young people. I don't approve.
Yeah,
we skipped one though.
Yeah, dirty old bastards does not condone baby decapitating. So, all right, we'll move in.
If it's other people's children, we frown upon it, but we'll let it slide.
Yeah, it depends. It has to go through an approval process.
Yes, it has to be voted upon.
All right. Well, welcoming our newest staff members, the people in training, the ones that are on their hands and knees underneath Ryan's desk right now. Which
that's pretty crowded.
Josh, what's going on with Ryan, man? Excuse me, the inimical.
Well, no, the inimical. I think rumor mill again. I think he's having the world's smallest circumcision. Something to where the process. Did you say it was reverse or an actual circumcision? Because for something that's small, it's going to have to take a very long time, right?
Well, I heard, and it is the rumor mill, and we're going to start something here, that there isn't much to work with.
Okay.
So they have to be very careful what they do, and in fact, they're looking at skin grafting to the penis. All right. So we'll see. Maybe even taking a toe or a thumb or something to help out with with just making it, giving it a more of a low average size. The poor guy needs a little help. So.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't even zippers aren't even a fear of his, right? There's no absolute physical way they could even get caught. So.
Jeans aren't even a fear. There's nothing rubbing, buddy.
No, it's like it gets caught between like the fabric stitching and his whitey tighties. That's how small we're talking here, people. Yeah. Cotton.
Fleas conquer and mount the penis.
Yeah.
And it's like Everest for them. So hey, good for them. But,
it's a teeth in Ryan's trousers.
Hopefully they're not fleas. Hopefully they're crabs. That would be a little more natural to a human.
Crabs, fleas, it's all the same.
Yeah, they're all. What are they? Cephalopods? No, not cephalopods. Anyways, they're a form of parasite. But
they're a dick trophy. Let's just call it what it is. You conquered. And...
I haven't heard that before. I need to write that down.
Right.
Good old. So is that what the bump is on my penis? Is a dick trophy?
No, that's just your balls in a really weird spot.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, they did that like they crawled up on top. You got the Franks above the beans, or the beans above the Franks.
Anyways. Besides that, welcoming our newest staff members, the ones that are in training, we've got, it's the chef.
It's the chef. And guess what about her? She finally saw the light. She did. She saw the light. She's getting her ass handed to her on Battlefield, but that's to be expected when you come from the Call of Duty side. I'm sorry, guys, for all you Call of Duty fucks out there. It's just not the same. And y'all think you can come over and take over and... Oh, ask her. She knows.
Oh, she's lived it. We've played with her in the game. And it's rather uncomfortable for her. So
It is.
It's proven that... and now that the podcast is it was before, and it's reinforced now, a Battlefield side. But we do love every bastard. Well, most of you.
Yeah, I'm going to say, let's not chalk everybody. Hasted, come on now.
Yeah, that guy.
Darce, douche. Darce is a douche.
I hear they're doing each other's sisters, so take it easy.
I think in that household, it's probably the sister. The sisters, or the wives, they switch up.
Yeah.
They just close their eyes and squinch their mouths real tight. They're like, okay, do me.
I'm oddly turned on by that. Do that again. No, I'm kidding. Let's moving forward. The next staff member we have that's in training, who I friended immediately once he signed up for the clan, is God 144111. I fear the man and respect the man.
Is he a friend of yours?
No, but I have a personal Jesus. I picked up the receiver and he made me a believer.
Okay.
So I hope everybody got that reference.
Your co-host did it, but...
Oh, damn it. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Wait, Say it
Depeche
again.
Mode. Depeche Mode.
Oh, still don't know.
Personal Jesus.
The Lebowski, Big Lebowski.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude, you're 2 years younger than me. All right. Anyways, so we have Scorched.
Solder.
Sodarged. Go ahead, Josh. Josh.
I don't know any of these people. I mean, I know
Bill.
I know Sheriff, Tactics, and that's about it. The rest of them, that's all. Those are all Call of Duty guys. Tactics is even a Call of Duty guy, I think, now. So, we're both Battlefield here. So we're kind of like in the dark. It sucks.
In the dark.
Whatever. Fuck them. Fuck them. Move on. Let's go. Moving on.
Moving on. No, come on. Let's give him some credit here.
I know. Thank you guys for your volunteer efforts, and I'll be keeping a close eye on you.
So, Revised Tactics, S200 CRB, Pablo, and Mind Slicer 6. So, is this your God, yours? Revised Tactics. Hey guys, good job. Yeah, we're all keeping an eye on you, seeing how well you're doing. So,
Good luck. It's fun being an NCO and in a leadership position, but it takes some time. So just again, thank you again for the time you guys are doing. We're not getting paid to do this. We're doing it out of the love of gaming and for the clan. So again, good luck. Hopefully you guys rise in the ranks soon.
what does the leadership position look like?
It's where it's like where you
Is that like a Cincinnati bow tie?
No, it's easy. You just stand straight up, you put your head over your shoulder, and put your fists on your hips, and they are instructed to do whatever you tell them. It's kind of like a dominating pose. It's like when you're pissing in a stall.
Okay.
If you walk into a stall and a guy's taking a leak with his hands on his hips, he's a proud member. He's a proud owner of an elongated member. Leadership pose, right?
I'm not familiar with it, but all right, I'm jealous.
I am very much.
Oh. All right, donkey dick. So we'll go.
I'm not. I moonlight as a one of those people in the bathrooms that hands out the mints. I've seen my fair share.
Well, I get a little uncomfortable when you walk into a bathroom, and yes, a male bathroom, and the guys are taking a leak, and they get their both hands on the wall, and they're leaning forward. That's a little uncomfortable.
Well, all right, I have to say this. The best thing to do, and if anybody's listening, which you should be, what you need to do is next time you're in a cramped bar, in a very, very packed bathroom, and you have to just go incredibly bad, you have to pull the third grade
Absolutely.
the 3-year-old piston style, and that is you just drop your pants all over the floor, and then you take your shirt and you lift it up above your chest.
Yeah. I did that a few weeks ago at work just to see what people would say, and boy, the paperwork I got to fill out.
Yeah, I would assume so, but it's amazing that the man rule is then enforced to where you're not supposed to take a leak next to the people at all. People will actually avoid you and go pissing on somebody else's. It's the greatest thing ever. It is. It's like I don't know. It's just awesome.
Yeah, no, it's pretty funny. I've done it and recommend other people to give it a shot. You want to get a shock? Go for it.
There you go.
Okay. So I decided this time to go ahead and do a little research to find out what games are coming out here. We're getting towards the end of the year, Christmas time, where some of the game developers and consoles would like to come out of the closet, wherever they like to come out.
No, they just like to make money.
They like to make money right now, and so I went ahead and documented some so Josh and I can go back and forth. The first one, which I will most likely be dying or buying, would be Assassin's Creed 3, which is coming out October 30th, everybody. Very excited. Go on PSN, at a minimum, download the video, watch it. Especially if you're in the States, it's going back to revolutionary time. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Trying to change history. I think actually the guy kind of looks like Tonto. Oh, speaking of Tonto.
He's badass Tonto.
Oh, he's badass Tonto. But have you seen the previews for the Lone Ranger?
I have not.
Okay. Well, are you familiar with the Lone Ranger?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well,
so he's a ranger that's alone.
He's all alone. So he's this crime fighter and out in the Wild West, and he has an Indian friend. This is very old serial. Yes, I'll use the term serial, which I'll date myself. And his Indian friend is named Tonto. Well, and the only actor I can tell that's known is Johnny Depp, and he's going to play Tonto.
Well,
and Disney's going to come out with that. So
yeah, I mean he's versatile enough to do pretty much anything. So that should be pretty good. And no, I know who Tonto is. I thought you were talking like the newer stuff. You know, I didn't see the new one. I knew who the Lone Ranger was. Mm-hmm. I have a pulse.
Okay, all right, cool.
It's in my pants, but it's still a pulse.
Is it throbbing right now? Oh, yeah. God.
Oh, he's sitting there quietly.
He's sitting there quietly. Is the dog still on your lap?
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, all right. Keep it now. I need a pussy to come over here and purr, so. All right.
I'll the mic really hard for you.
That's my favorite during BF3.
Yeah.
So, the next is NBA Live 13. 2013, coming out October 31st. Little Big Planet. I know JD is looking forward to Little Big Planet karting, November 6th.
Speaking of JD, get your ass online again. Jesus, haven't played with your funny ass in forever. This is a clan. This is a shout out to anybody on the clan. Blow up JD's page and tell him to get online more.
Yeah, he lost his BF3 disc. Bullshit. Let's go send him one.
He sold it for NCAA.
That's probably what he did. And the opposite side of the clan, is probably very excited about COD Black Ops 2 that will be released November 13th.
I will say this about it. I'm probably going to buy it because I purchased every Call of Duty game that's ever come out. They date me back to the 64 one where they basically copied Saving Private Ryan. And got me hooked on the FPS from that point. But I buy every one of them. I enjoy them for like 15 minutes and then usually sell them. But I will say this, I am excited for the zombies. I think everybody that plays games or first-person shooters, obviously Call of Duty Zombies is something that a lot of people buy the game strictly for now. You know, because a lot of people think that it's just more cut and paste with the actual shooting portion of it. I think Zombies is just... it by itself should be a game. You know what I mean? Like they should dump money into just having its own franchise. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, they probably should be able to branch off and make it lucrative. What was that old arcade game where it was zombies? It was a shooter. You had guns. You go to pizza.
Oh, House of the Dead.
House of the Dead. I mean, that's probably the most primitive of all the zombie ones, right?
Yeah, I mean. And I remember how this is. I remember playing that in the arcade. It was the shiznit. But then I owned the ill-fated Dreamcast for a while, and it didn't work out as well on console. You know, because it was, I don't know. I mean, anything on Dreamcast kind of sucked, but
right. But it was maybe less interactive, or
no, it was the same thing, but. You know, it was still only had like 4 levels. It was really just a port from an arcade to a console. They didn't do anything different.
Yeah.
So that's just like my only experience with it. And the only games, zombie wise now, I mean, they have 1,000,001 different ones in that genre, but there's just something about the Call of Duty versions. I think it might just be the fact that it's like a little niche within a game, Yeah. That's what makes it so great. But I don't know. If they try to blow it up like Call of Duty, maybe it would actually hurt it. It's just, I think that's one of those, I would like to see it on its own major title, but at the same time, I could see it being a major flop because it's just, I think it's just a niche thing right now, or it has been.
Yeah.
It's just fucking fun. Let's call a spade a spade. It's a good time.
All right. Well, I'll probably entertain it this time, and because I'll be honest, and we can talk about this a little bit later, but Battlefield, may not be coming out with as much stimulating activity for all of its fans. And
no.
COD definitely can provide for its fans. So
what's his assembly line?
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I know everybody in the clan's excited about it. I can see the Inimical will probably be actually not probably, they will be supporting that game.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the primary title. I hate to even admit it. It's bigger than Battlefield.
Absolutely. There's more sales and higher volume.
Wah, wah.
That's okay. We'll always have each other.
We will.
Okay. Well, and then something a little bit new would be a little entertainment news, which I hope you've seen the previews for Paranormal Activity 4.
I have. I'm different on this. Like, I even posted last night in preparing for this podcast. My favorite movies are really off the beaten track. I mean, I enjoy the larger titles, like the huge ones like Avatar. I mean, I have Avengers I just purchased. Those type of movies are great. But I like the more off-beaten ones, such as like Train Spotting is my ultimate favorite, all-time favorite movie.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm a Danny Boyle fanatic. I love him to death. So right behind that is the movie called Sunshine, which he did a couple years ago. But like movies like Paranormal Activity, I mean, those are like fun-ass movies that take like a really dumb blonde to.
Yeah. And you want her to jump in your lap, or
exactly.
me, because it terrifies me.
Exactly. I just don't find them enjoyable. I mean, they're popular, obviously. I mean, there's 4 of them. I mean, look at the Saw franchise. I mean, I don't even know how many of those made. Or was that like 8 or something?
Yeah, they're sawing off their own dick now. So
exactly. And Hostel was better, by the way. Side note on that one. But no, I mean, it looks fun. It looks like something. I mean, I won't see it. It's definitely a rental movie for me. But I think that just has to do with the fact that I'm 29 years old and that kind of stuff. I don't want to just go see it to a movie because it's going to be packed full of, kids. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, kids out there.
Yeah.
That are going to go see it.
Than me.
Well, actually, I do like a good scare movie. And I'm actually going to see if I can get the wife and I to go to Sinister.
Yeah, that looks nuts.
That looks absolutely terrifying. So that ought to be good. And then there's Silent Hill coming out, Revelations 3D, October 24th. I've seen a few previews for that. I think they've just beaten. That's another one, Silent Hill. That I think they need to stop. But
what's the is that the second one or the third one?
I think it's the third.
Really? Because I like the first one.
You like the first one?
Yeah, game. I never played the game. I just thought walking around with a camera was kind of lame, but or was it a flashlight? I forget what it was. I mean, that was a long time ago that game came out.
Yeah,
but it looks great. I think the whole concept of hell on earth and like being able to blink in between it, I think it's interesting. I mean, it's not going to win any awards or anything, but I like it because that guy with the damn triangle head is badass.
It's enough to make me fucking shit my pants. Yeah,
fucking nuts.
Yeah. And are you looking forward to the new James Bond movie, Skyfall?
Of course. I'm taking my fiance my wife here upcoming.
Yeah.
I'll be married at that point. We're going to have to double up on her Vicky Slicky thongs because she's going to be soaking the chair. She's a huge fan of his.
Oh yeah, I know. My wife's looking. We're gonna go see that, and you just either sit in a heavily padded chair, or you just come prepared. So
those are like in my opinion, they did for the Bond movies. It's such a reinvention, like the Batman series with Chris Nolan. These latest 2 are they're phenomenal. I think.
Yeah. Chris Nolan? No, what's his name?
No, Christopher Nolan. I'm talking about the Batman franchise, what they did.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Nolan trilogy is what I call it. I mean, he revitalized Batman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did a great job. So, yeah, and he made Christopher Bale, right? Christian Bale. Smoking hot, so that made it very difficult. But it's definitely you're getting some that evening. So,
Oh, yeah.
That's
all I have to do is turn on Dirty Jobs with her in the room, and I'm getting some. Another inside joke.
She likes Mike Rowe.
She does. Extremely.
I don't know any woman who does not like Mike Rowe.
I think it's the voice. I don't know. I think it's the voice and the personality. So that's why I try to always talk a little deeper, and I always act goofy. Maybe I'll get it to be able to put it in her butt sooner or later. Right?
It's not happening when you're married, buddy.
Sneaking in on the wedding night.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Damn it.
All right, and I know I know Darst is probably the most excited. Darst and Ty Static would be the most excited about it. And my wife, the Twilight Saga will be ending November 16th.
Oh, yeah. Okay, moving on.
Yes, and now something a little bit more of cultural would be Hitchcock movie coming out November 23rd, which, you know what, anybody who's studying film or like that, it's just going to have Anthony Hopkins starring as Alfred Hitchcock. And it includes Scarlett Johansson, and she's awesome. And
she's number one in my fantasy file, her and Charlize Theron.
She's in your spank bank? All right.
Oh, yes. Every time we see her online, my fiance goes, "Oh, there's your girlfriend." Right, she is.
That's not uncomfortable though anymore. So
no, it's not.
No, it shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. Except when the lotion comes out while you're at the computer and she's still in the room. That's when you cross the line. She's like, "Wait a minute, what are you doing?" And you're like, "Oh, I thought it was okay."
Yeah, no. When she hollers, dinner's ready and ice cream back, I'm not hungry. Something's happening.
Yeah. So, well, let's move on to the DOB questions. All right, let's go back and forth on these. Cool King asks, any ideas on the Bastard Invasion yet? And you know what? Where would you want to have it? We talked about this with the Inimical a while back.
Yeah, it was a couple podcasts ago.
Yeah, just like Vegas, Atlanta, it's somewhere, you could do maybe in like Atlantic City. I don't know. There's a ton of places we could go to so we could all meet up. But
there has to be certain criteria.
Like?
There has to be prostitution that's legal, man-on-man game shows, cosplay, and 2 girls and 1 cup reenactments. If we have those 4 things, sign me up. We're good.
I'll bring the projector and we'll just keep it streaming.
There we go.
So
it'll be our first video cast, our first webcast.
Yeah, that's definitely something we could be working towards. But we do need to get a large get together here next month. It technically is October, but let's just go ahead and go with November as being our 1-year anniversary of Dirty Old Bastards. So we definitely need to have some. Once Ryan's out of his surgery and he feels more like a man.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised again if he comes back a full blown chick. It's just
the doctor. What the doctor on the operating table goes. We need to make an executive decision. Let's go inside out.
Yeah, pretty much. He'll get more enjoyment this way than he would the way he wants. So let's just flip flop.
Oh, isn't that what happened with Jamie Lee Curtis?
I think so.
I think it is. Oh, that's horrible.
Icky.
You'd still do Jamie Lee Curtis, though, right?
I'd do Jamie Lee Curtis in Changing Places.
Changing Places when she's doing the Yoplait yogurt when she needs to stay regular.
The Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd movie. Oh yeah. Yeah, she was something else back then. I think she was smoking hot body.
My dad had the biggest crush on her, so yeah, she was.
Your dad likes dudes?
Post-op, buddy. Post-op.
Post-op. Okay, cool.
So, there's a question from Dar, so we're probably going to have to do a little more research on, is why did we name the casual competitive team Bloody Jesters? Are we a joke of DOB? Waka waka. Did we ever find a better way to describe it besides casual competitive? Well, Bloody Jesters. I guess we could probably answer that. It's almost like a menstrual cycle, right? No, we don't do that. No.
No, I wasn't around for the actual naming of it, so I'll just take a wild guess. We all think we're jokers here. When we hop online and actually start playing, we start getting nosebleeds. So. We're bloody jokers, bloody jesters,
or anal bleeding, depending on who you are. But
full blown leakage.
Yeah, and yeah, I think we should probably do like a poll here. Maybe if you guys want to change the name to that, or poll. But maybe we can find a better way of describing casual competitive. We could call it the not so competitive, or not the ultimate gonna be there 100% of the time competitive. But Darce, you're doing a great job. So, and hopefully Hasid's banging the hell out of your wife right now. So, or your wife. Oh my God, out of your sister. That'll be an edit.
No, leave that in. Leave that in.
Oh man,
leave it in.
So, now this is good from Mr. Revised Tactics. Do you think Battlefield 3 needs an infected game type? Like what kind of infection? Like herpes, gonorrhea, or what? All the players go nuts. They start rubbing their groin on the ground, or what?
Well, he obviously hasn't played a couple games with me. We'll say that because I randomly walk around and I cover fire, again, those air quotes, on top of fellow bastards. So there's an infection going around in game. I definitely would say there is. But no, I know what he's talking about. The Call of Duty infected. I think it would be fun, but with the size of maps that Battlefield has, even TDM, it would take forever.
Can you imagine if they tightened it up a little bit and the close quarters, and maybe did something like that?
It'd be interesting, but I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I think they need to come up with something like that, but you got to think it's so Call of Duty that everything gets compared to one another. It'd just be tough, but they tried to do that with close quarters, with the closer action like Call of Duty. But like a funny little game mode like that, I don't know, maybe I think they should go back to just goofing around like they did with GoldenEye. I mean, that's taking it back, but big heads, small bodies kind of shit.
Yeah.
And just run around with RPGs.
And they kind of did that with Battlefield Heroes. Have you played that online at all on the PC?
I have not.
Okay, it's similar to that. They try to get a little quirky and do something a little more comical, but requiring a lot more money. It's really ridiculous.
Well, Battlefield originated as an online game, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
That was actually what found it. Even before COD, I think that was one of the first. Somebody will have to correct me. If you want to correct me, go onto the DOB questions section here and correct me. But I think Battlefield 3 was the first massive multiplayer online here, as far as maybe 24 players.
I already know the answer to that is no.
No.
The first one's Counter-Strike. Online.
Counter-Strike. That's it.
Counter-Strike. But I don't know if it was 24 players. That's what I don't know. So maybe Call of Duty. Maybe you're right still.
I don't know.
24 players is Battlefield only.
Somebody correct me, please.
Hurry.
Quickly.
He'll just ignore the answer anyways. He'll just erase it.
But are you still talking? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. But yes, back to it. The next one is from Crampit. We miss you. Yes, we will get you on here. You'll be our guest very shortly. We miss you. We want to hear an update about how the surgery went and everything else about you.
Yeah, he got an M16 surgically grafted to his body, didn't he?
Yeah, you see the tattoo across his chest like a battleship, that little demon, that guy. So, the next one would be from yourself, sir. Why don't you go ahead and ask it?
All right, my question was, what do you like most about DOB? I asked this I thought we'd have more than just you and I, so we'll just have to come up with several answers. Okay, let me ask you that then, too, Steele. What do you like most about the Dicks Over Bitches?
Dicks Over Bitches is a very friendly clan that holds values pretty close to their standards. So I guess ethical values to their standards, the people that are involved. So when we meet online, that BF3 or COD, pretty much everybody's respectful, and everybody holds each other respectful to make sure we're all in line. We have a lot of fun. I think Darst and Hasid, definitely Hasid said it last meeting, that you can be getting your ass handed to you, but with the group of people that we're playing with, my God, it's so much but this game, I've almost lost touch with Battlefield 3. But but it's the people I play with now. If there isn't enough Battlefield 3 people online, not even enough. If there's like one or two, I'm not going to even jump in. You know, if I've the little time that I have, I want to play with my friends. And you guys are awesome, and you guys rock, and you make it enjoyable. So I've never hit like 270 hours in a video game before, and that's pretty depressing. As my wife is shaking her head and crying right now. But you know what? That's what I like best about DOB is the people, the community, and the standards, and the illicit sex pictures we keep sending each other.
You're making me moist.
Yeah, moist and noiven. Goils. My goil is getting moistened.
No, I mean that's a solid answer, man. I mean that's I think that's what everybody that has a brain should say, simply because
Thank you.
No, no. I mean anybody that understands what, like, I'm new to this whole clan thing, you know, because I've only joined. I'm a rookie. I mean, May 5th or May 8th, one of those 2 days, was my first of this year. So, I mean, it's only 5-6 months into it. But playing as a guy who played games since I remember my folks rocking the old NES. I mean, that's as far back I can remember, okay? You know, going up from that and playing always just solo. You know, obviously playing online when the MMOs came out. But I never actually bought a headset, really, until I got Battlefield, you know.
Likewise.
And then joining a clan, you know, you discover that, I mean, you're not the only dorky one out there.
Yeah, I know. You're not the largest dork in Nebraska.
Yeah, I mean, shit, Friday nights, what are you doing? I'm playing with my Battlefield.
I'm going to play with a bunch of guys online.
Exactly. You know, and the thing is, you know, people are all online. And I was thinking about this today because, I mean, obviously I asked the question, but, you know, you meet a lot of people, and though they're still technically strangers because you haven't met them, or some people haven't met each other in real life, you know, we're all of the same age, most of us. You know, we all share the same values, and we all care enough about gaming that we don't want to surround ourselves with. I mean, we call them kids, but let's just face it. I mean, the games we play bring out a lot of just fucking idiots and morons. And so we decided that, you know, let's just find a community that has certain ages, you know, they have certain standards, and they hold themselves accountable to those standards. And if not, you're gone.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what DOB is to me, is a place that I know that all these people that are, you know, I haven't met in real life yet, that I'd see on the street and go, hey man, you know, what's going on? I have no problem holding a conversation or, you know, introducing them around because we've already got to know each other that well. But along the points of what you were saying too, is I share sort of your sentiment about getting your ass kicked. But when that happens, I mute myself. I just listen to everybody else laugh while I'm steaming on the other, trying my damnedest to win. You know, something I have to learn to do. I just don't think I will.
and then the competitiveness that just explodes. We're all competitive in this clan. Yeah. I have not met one person that isn't. But when we get on opposites of each other, on the in game, oh my god, the screaming, the teamwork that just solidifies to go and try to get and teabag Josh, you know, yourself.
Everybody goes full retard on me for something.
Don't go full retard, all right? Don't ever go full retard.
Don't ever.
So, all right, well, cool, man. All right, well, the next. I love you too, man. This one's from Ty. He's asked this before, and he keeps stalking Grampet. So, Grampet, would you please just give Ty your phone number? It's about time. He misses you a lot.
Is Grampet is Grampet like a 6'2" tennis player from Switzerland? Really deep voice. She is a really hot chick. I mean, what's up, Ty? What's going on here?
I think he's trying to become I think he's working on a doctorate. And I think he looks like Dr. Drew. I can picture that. So he's like 6'1", pretty handsome, deeper voice. and he's out there fixing women problems. So
he's an OBGYN, is he?
I think it's his first practice as OBGYN because proctology got him nowhere.
Because he loved his work too much.
He did. It was it's awkward when the doctor just inserts and just stays there for a second.
This is what I do with the tool. It's the meat stick.
It's the meat stick, and then all of a sudden both hands go on your shoulder. That's very uncomfortable. So, nothing that's ever happened.
You know, granted, if that is really, if that's your occupation, man, you're the bravest soul on earth, because I could never do that. I could never stare, because the only women, majority of women that go to OBGYNs, and I'm not a girl, okay? I get it.
Problems.
But, yeah, the ones that go most consistently, yes, you have your annual checkups, but the ones that go all the time, oh my God, are the ones that have like fucking an arm growing out of them down there.
Oh, it's called a petri dish. Yeah. Oh man, I don't want to go into that one.
You'd have to learn to just hate vagina after you stared at just dirty, rotten, nasty shit all day.
Imagine after a long day of horrible work, and then you go home to your wife, and you're going to go down on your wife, and you just start punching because you're just terrified of it because you're an OBGYN all day.
No, you're like, she's all spread out, and you have like a squirt bottle full of iodine. Just
sterilize everything.
Exactly.
We'll get that Boudica out of there. So.
There we go. Grandpa's, we can make a ribbon for you for DOB. Valor ribbon or something, a guy that goes places most men don't even want to think about. The dirty cooch.
Yeah. All right, so here's the next one here. It's from Bane Cannon. Loyalty, honor, and respect. We stick together to accomplish the impossible and show we are impossible to beat. If you were to meet Metallica, what would you talk about?
Why do you suck now?
Yeah, what the fuck happened, Metallica? And moving on.
Yeah.
And then Hayes said, one very critical question, very close to my heart. Josh, if you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself?
I would not only eat myself, but I'd shit myself out, form myself back up, and then eat me again. If I could eat my own hot dog, I wouldn't be working. I'd be home doing it all day. Nope.
I'd be like that dog licking himself when he falls off the couch. That's me.
Do I have to be cooked in hot dog water, though?
Yes. The boiling water.
I'm going to change my answer.
Would you prefer barbecue or just a flesh warmth?
I'd have to have some man-like texture, so I don't know. But hot dog water is like the nastiest shit on earth. Man-like texture? What, be left out in the sun and shrivel up a little bit so it gets some texture? Or what? Like the 80-year-old, like, super South Floridian look,
Oy vey, now we're getting back.
Yes, we all.
All right. And the final question is from Revised Tactics. Who do you believe to be the dirtiest of bastards?
That's tough, because we're all pretty fucking demented, aren't we?
I can't pick one. I just really can't. If I was to give the dirtiest of dirtiest bastards award this year, Josh, who would it be?
So, if I had to give it, I don't know. I've said some shit online that have made people gross out to the fullest. I've said some really nasty jokes about toddlers. I haven't gotten to the religious stuff yet because I don't really want to insult people. I'm not going to say me, but I'd honestly nominate you because you are a dirty, 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 dirty old man.
I know.
And it's great.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm tearing up in my pants. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make a bronze out of my junk, and I'm gonna send it to you in the most straightest way possible.
And I'm gonna turn it into a microphone.
There you go.
See?
Because I don't know what that means by dirty. I just think bronzing my junk and giving it to you should show you how much you mean to us. I don't know how that works.
So, if we were to have a DOB get-together, where would you have it? And do we host it at? Well, we talked a little bit about that before.
It has to be Vegas because, if we go to Ryan's backyard, what's he gonna do? Like set up some picnic tables and like 2 kegs of beer? Come on.
And then we'll find the graves in the backyard. That'll be uncomfortable. So
neighbors calling the cops on us. No, it has to be someplace to where there's something to do for everybody. So Vegas.
Yeah.
And by something to do for everybody, that means getting puke drunk and pissing our wives off.
Or pissing on our wives and then getting pissed off. Yes. So.
What do you think? Is that Vegas good for you, or?
Yeah, Vegas is pretty good. Vegas, Dallas, major airports is pretty good. We could figure something out.
Connecting flights, right?
Yeah. As long as we have connecting flights. I have frequent flyer miles to worry about. So who do you think is better suited for president? Romney, Obama, or Sundog?
Bill Clinton.
Slick Willie.
Yes, best president ever.
There you go.
I don't know. We were going to talk about this. I'm going to vote other, and I'm going to write in Sundog.
I agree. And moving on now. What are your thoughts on most dangerous game type tournament in real life for the clan, like a Hunger Games but for DOB?
Who asked that?
That's revised tactics.
That shit, I mean, not to get serious, but the most dangerous game ain't fun. It ain't fun. It's scary as fuck. But, all right, well, hold on. I'd play it again because I can't go hunting anymore. I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but I just can't. It's too hard. But I'd play it if, say, the prey, if I, broke one of its legs, gave it a 5-minute head start, and I had, a 50 cal, just because I just want to get it over with as quickly as possible.
And I could sit in a lawn chair, yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That concludes our episode, buddy.
That was fast.
Wasn't that pretty quick?
I mean, I got off a few times. My dog's looking at me it's pretty disturbing. He's staring at me with lustful eyes. This little dog needs to go. I think
it's time. Well, Josh, again, congratulations on your first hosting, the major host of DOB's What the Fuckcast.
Hopefully I didn't scare too many people off.
Oh, I hope we just encourage more people to listen. That's why we brought you in here, so your followers will be here as well. And I had a great time. Thanks a lot. And that's it, man. I think I may have missed my calling.
Showering with men should be the straightest thing possible. Hugs and sloppy kisses.
Right back at you.
Unwashed scrotum any day. Instead of wine and cheese, it's wine and balls.
So.
Who's in my foxhole tonight? Get that.
This hole needs to get bigger.
Gentlemen, athletes, I bid you toodles.